So inshallah we'll do Surah AlKausar today. It's a very short surah, so we'll go into some details of some of these words here. So the surah starts with the words Inna A'tainaka AlKausar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So let's look at the few words before. The first word starts with these root letters or these words Inna. Okay. It's different than what is in the Quran, but this is the starting point of this word Inna. In the Uthmani scripts of the Quran, you will see this Hamza underneath this alif, but in the non-Uthmani scripts, it is written this way. Inna. Both are same thing, same meaning, same words, except that the writing script is different. So this little Hamza here with a kasra is the same as this kasra in the non-Uthmani scripts. Okay? Both of these words, the same words basically, they have multiple meanings and they appear in the Quran in different ways. Okay? So we need to understand this word. Okay? So the meaning, there are several meanings of this. One is surely, one is indeed, and certainly. These are commonly the meanings that are used for the word inna. Okay? If you want to say something which is definite, sure, positive, certain, then we start with the word inna. Okay? And there are few meanings like in other languages, which is this also Arabic word bila shubha, means without any doubt. Okay? Or beshak is another word, which is partly Farsi, and then yaqinan, which is Arabic word also. Because this word comes a lot in the Quran, so if we understand all the meanings and all the concepts, that will be good for us. Okay? So these are the meanings of inna. Inna mostly comes in the beginning of the sentence. If you are reading the Quran, then mostly the inna will appear in the beginning of the sentence. When you see in the middle of the ayat, that means the text or the context of the statement has ended and a new statement is beginning. So it's in the beginning of that. Okay? So that's inna. Inna does certain things when it appears in the sentence. Okay? So we'll go through some of those details here. Okay? If we have this word Allahu, and if I add a word with that Khaliqun, okay? Simple words, Allahu Khaliqun. This is a complete sentence. Okay? Allahu and Khaliqun is creator. In Arabic it's a complete sentence. In English we put is in between. In Arabic there's no is, but sentence is complete. Allahu Khaliqun means Allah is creator. Okay? Both of these words here are noun, they are ism. There is no verb in this sentence. Okay? This is a noun and this is a noun. Two nouns combined and this is a small sentence. Allahu Khaliqun. Allah is creator. Now, if I put inna before that, okay, what inna will do? First of all, it will bring the meaning, one of these meanings here, which will say that surely Allah is creator. Okay? So this will bring the meaning of surely. Inna, when it comes before the noun, this is a noun, Allahu, this will have two effects on the noun. First of all, inna will look at the last letter of the noun and change the dhamma into a fatha. And then the second thing is that you do not pronounce this alif in between. Okay. So the word will be inna allaha. We read inna allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. So the combination is inna allaha. So inna, whenever it comes before a noun, what it does, it changes this dhamma into a fatha. So that is the characteristic of inna. Whenever you will see inna before a noun, you will see the next noun or the word will have a fatha on it instead of a dhamma. Okay? So for the case of noun, inna takes a dhamma and changes into a fatha. That's the representation of dhamma and changing into a fatha. So the word will become inna allaha. Only with the noun it does. Okay? So that's the characteristic of inna before the noun. Okay? So now let's take another case. Inna, if I combine with another word which is pronoun, which is na. Na means we. In Arabic, now na is a pronoun, it means we. Okay? So when in this particular case, inna comes with a pronoun, and pronoun means we all here. Okay? So the meaning will be surely we. Okay? When I write down these two together, if you notice that, so simple writing will be inna na. Okay? Inna is here and na is here. Inna na. There are three noons here. Okay? But when we combine these, one noon is not pronounced. It is not written. So this is written as inna. Okay. Two noons are left. Third noon is not written, not pronounced. Okay. It's very important. Okay. This word is made of two noons plus one noon here. The combination, one noon drops out. Okay. Also, it is very important when you are reading in the Quran and when you say inna here and inna here, you have to elongate this word here. Otherwise, the meaning will be different. Inna by itself means surely. And this inna means surely we. Okay. Meaning is different, so we have to pronounce correctly, otherwise we will be mispronouncing, mistranslating the word. Okay. So the first word is here, inna. Inna means surely we. Okay. One more thing and then we'll go back to the surah, because these things will help us understand many parts in the surah. Inna long alif.
लेकिन इसमें तो मतलब कई दफ़ा ये भी बताया है कि ये वाला इन्ना जिसमें अलिफ आखिर में आ रहा है, इसको भी हम अलिफ के साथ नहीं पढ़ेंगे, इन्ना पढ़ेंगे.
No, only at this one. This is short inna. This is inna with the alif. You have to pronounce the alif. Yeah, alif is like two harakats. And this fatha doesn't have any two harakats. It's a short inna, inna, like that. Okay?
But isn't it more than two?
Yeah, we'll come to that. That is next. Okay, but by the word itself has only alif. which is the sound of two elongations.
तजवीज़ में क्यों बताते हैं कि इसको भी इन्ना पढ़ें?
No,
No.
that's not right.
So brother, going a little bit advanced, on the mushaf, the alif, you have the madda sign there.
But I haven't gone there. Just hold on. Okay? I'm just talking about the word itself now. It's not a part of the ayat. Okay? So by itself, the word is with the alif only. Inna, that means we, surely we. Okay? Now, one more thing I want to do before I jump on that one. Okay? So now let's go to fa and na. Fa'ala. Okay, this is the word we use, the template. And the meaning is to do. Fa'ala means to do. Now, if I take these three words and put a na at the end, okay, so this becomes fa'alna. Fa'alna brings the meaning of we did in the past. Okay, so the meaning is we did. Okay? That's the rule of the grammar, that when you put a na at the end of the three letters, it brings the meaning of we and the past tense. Okay, so now if I do this, if I take this word fa'alna and if I put this inna before that, see what happens. So, inna means surely we. Okay? And the other word I combined with this, fa'alna. Fa'alna means we did. Surely we did. Okay? Now if you notice that we is a surplus here. In this sentence, you don't need to we. The complete sentence will be surely we did, not we did. Okay? So what we do not translate this over here. We do not translate we here. We translate only surely we did. Definitely we did. Okay? It's very important because it is not only we, but inna comes with a lot of other pronouns. Innahu you will see in the Quran. You will see innaka. Inna will always come with a pronoun. When it comes, not always, but it comes, whenever it comes with a pronoun, you will see in the Quran, you will not see inna alone by itself. It will come with a pronoun innaka, innahu, inna, inni. Okay? Always attached with the pronouns, but you don't translate that pronoun because the word which is coming after that already has a pronoun in it. So you don't translate this, but you have to have it. You cannot just take this inna and put this inna there. You cannot do that. Okay? This is the way sentence is formatted, that whatever word is here will also appear here. Okay? So you will see in the Quran, whenever inna comes with an alif here, then you will see the verb after that has the same type of pronoun in it. Okay? So this is important to know, the formation of these two words together.
Can you repeat that again?
Okay. Inna here and fa'alna. Right? This has a we in it and this has a we in it. That means if we do a simple English translation, then this inna means surely we. Fa'alna, we did. But English translation has one we extra in it. Because there are two we's, you don't need two we's. So we don't translate this one. And we just translate surely, even though surely only means this inna. Okay? But with the verb, you have to use this kind of inna because of this fa'alna.
If it becomes in me, surely might,
Yeah.
then the following word becomes falni.
Yeah. Okay? If it is innaka, it will be anta after that. If it is innahu, it will be hova after that. So if you try to remember any ayahs of the Quran, innahu huwal ghaniyul hamid, or innaka antal azizul hamid. Okay? So ka, if innaka, ka is there, then anta will be there. If who is there, then hova will be there. And as you said, if it was inni, it will be fa'alni. Okay? So inna, fa'alna. But the thing is that you don't translate the pronoun with that. Any pronoun. You just translate this word and that will be sufficient. Okay? So inna, fa'alna means surely, positively, definitely we have done something. Because this is a past tense. So we did something, we have done something, but there is a surety in that statement. Okay? So with this background, let's go back now to the Surah AlKausar. Okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the first word, let's look at the second word, then we'll go combine the words together. Ain, Tha, and Waw are the beginning three root letters, and the meaning of this is to give. To give. Okay. And these are three letters. So whenever we say there are three letters, they belong to the group of words we call fa'ala. It's just a group of words we have named fa'ala, babe fa'ala, or the group of fa'ala. So every time I say three words, they belong to the category or group of babe fa'ala or fa'ala. Okay? Now, what we do, we make bigger words by adding some other letters. So if I add one more letter here and alif in the beginning, okay, and keep these three letters, this becomes af'ala. Okay, so this will become alif here, and these three letters, ain, tha, and waw. Just added one letter in there, alif. And I want to keep the same harakats. Okay. Sukoon, and the next letter has a fatha, and the next letter has a fatha. Okay. This last letter, waw, is a weak letter, and the fatha doesn't go with the waw. So it becomes the sound of alif. The last letter is a weak letter. So this word becomes a, ta, and it is written this way. It's just different way of writing. This last letter has the sound of a. This is pronounced as a-a-ta. The sound is same. If you notice, this is waw have the sound of alif with the fatha. So it becomes the sound of a-a-ta. This ya is extra. It's just written there. Okay. So a-a-ta is a bigger word, and its meaning is to offer or to present. Okay. Ain, tha, and waw. Ata means to give something, but ata is a very honorable presentation, giving with honor, present, offer someone something. That's the meaning of a'ata. A'ata means to offer something to someone. Okay?
Can you also say to give?
You can also, in a simple way, to give, but it has respect in it, honor in it. Okay? So it is better to say offering something to someone. You just give something, or you offer something, you are showing the respect, dignity, honor. Okay? So that's the meaning of a'ata. Okay? We just learned that if we have these three letters, fa and a nam, and if we put na at the end, fa'alna means we bring the meaning of we and the past tense, we did. Okay? Na brings the meaning of we did. So if we apply this rule on this word, this will be ataina. Okay? The way it will be alif and ta and na. Okay? Tana, but in combination it will be written like that. A'ataina. This ya is written with two dots. So it is a'ataina. Okay? This ya is written with two dots. Okay? In the writing, that's what we do all the time. So word become a'ataina. Meaning will be we offered. We and the past tense. Fa'alna, we did, but when you put a na at the end, it becomes we and the past tense. So word a'ataina means we offered, we presented. Okay? So the meaning is we offered. Okay? Now, the letter kaf with the fatha means you. Single person, you. So the word became a'atainaka. We offered you, and you here is pointing to Prophet ﷺ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in the Quran, O Prophet, we have given you, we have offered you, pointing to ka, which is pointing to the Prophet ﷺ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna, indeed, surely, without any doubt, we have given you, we have offered you, we have presented you. Allah is presenting, offering something to the Prophet. Okay, by saying, without doubt, inna means surely, there is no doubt in that, we have given you, or we gave you something. We offered you something. So that is the word inna a'ataina ka. Ka means you. Okay, so that's a complete sentences. Okay, up to this point, it is not being said what is that which is being given, but next word explains that. Okay, so now the other thing is that we have these words. Whenever you see an alif and there is a hamza after that, or a ya and hamza after that, or a waw and hamza after that, in the writing, in the text, whenever this type of combination comes, then this alif has to be pronounced long 6 times. So is the ya and so is the waw. That's the rule of tajweed. Whenever in the writing, any two words come together, and the previous word has an alif, the next word has an hamza, then when you recite the alif with a mad stretching 6 times. So A'tayna, alif has this hamza, and there is an alif before that. Okay. Inna, alif has a hamza after that. So it's a combination like this. So because of this combination, you have to pronounce inna a'tayna. Okay. By itself, it is only inna. Actually, you started with short word, inna. Then it became inna, too long. Then in the text, it became inna a'tayna. Okay? So these are two separate words. Rule of tajweed is putting a mad on that. In the text, in the grammar, there is no mad. Okay? So that is the citation is putting the long mad on that. Okay? So the meaning so far is, surely we offered you. Surely we offered you. Okay. So what is the next word after that? It starts with three letters. Kaf, Sa, and Ra. Okay. Kasara, it means to have something plenty, something a lot. Kasrat is a word which means a lot. So this means to have plenty or abundance of something. Okay. Kasara. Okay. And this particular noun, Kausarun. Kausarun, we always make noun by putting two dhammas at the end. So the word becomes Kausarun. Okay?
Is it the or sa?
Sa. Kausar. Yeah. Sa is pronounced differently as tha. Okay. So Kausar. Kausarun. Okay. And if I put an al before that, okay, al brings the meaning of da, and al also changes two dhammas into one dhamma. So the word becomes AlKausar. AlKausar. This is the name of a river in the paradise. This is a very particular thing. AlKausar. There is a river in paradise. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given a name to that river as Al-Kawthar, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is promising Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we have given you this gift of Al-Kawthar in the paradise, which means after this worldly life, when you return, this gift will be yours. You will have a gift of a river. Only Allah knows what are the qualities of this river, but this is an honor that is being offered, a promise of something abundant is being offered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the Prophet. That we have already given you. We have already assigned that river in your name. Okay? So that is the promise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing to Prophet sallallahu, that as a result of your work in this worldly life as a messenger, your reward will be that particular special river in the paradise, which is being called as Al-Kawthar. So the word, one more thing, this is a noun, Al-Kawtharu. Okay? And noun is coming after Atayna. Atayna is a verb. So in a combination, when a verb and a noun come together, then the last letter of the noun, Dhamma, changes into a Fatah. So this will become Al-Kawthar. When when you stop recitation, you will say AlKausar.
There is a wow in between the cough and sing, right? That came in as soon as you put a owl in there.
Which wow?
That right before the sin. I'm sorry, right after
Cough.
the cough, right?
So this is cow. That's the part of the word.
Oh, the part of the word.
Yeah, this is part of the Kausar was the original word. Yes.
I have two questions. So you say Kausar means to have plenty.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is the river came here?
No, just this is a name. You know, this is I'm just saying the root letters of this word are these, but there is no connection between these two. This is derived from this because this river has something plenty in it, maybe plenty of some water or something. Okay, but it is a specific name. It's a proper name given to that place. That is the proper name. Okay, and AlKausar. Okay. So that's the word. That's what the first ayat is that AlKausar. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is promising to Prophet ﷺ that we have given you already a reward in the paradise by something which is called AlKausar, which is a river in the paradise. Okay? And there are many interpretations that was when Prophet ﷺ went for Miraj, was this shown to him or not? Was this surah was revealed before Miraj or after Miraj? So there are difference of opinions. But this is, whenever this surah was revealed, this is a promise that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing to Prophet ﷺ. Inna a'tayna kal kausar. Okay, when you recite, you combine kaf with al. So you don't pronounce alif in between. Kal kausar. Separate it is like inna a'tayna ka al kausar. But when you recite together, you pronounce kal kausar. Okay. So now, in the second ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is instructing Prophet ﷺ to do two things. Okay, so let's look at that. So these are the root letters. Swad, Lam, and Waw. Okay. Now this means to greet, to offer greeting. Okay. But if we add a dhamma, a shadda on the middle letter, this one, this means to pray. Salli or Salli ala or all those words we say are from this one. Now, just to go back and explain a little bit, here a difference between the words here. If we take these three letters, Ain, Lam and Mim, they have some meaning. And if I just take the same three letters and I put a shadda on the middle letter. This is like alama, this is like allama. Okay? Alama means to know something, to learn something. Alama, knowledge, to know something. When we put a shadda, meaning changes. Because now this is not a three letters, but these are four letters now. The meaning of allama is to teach. So the difference between the two, alama means to learn something. Allama means to teach something. Big difference. Because muallim or teacher is from this word. Ta'aleem is from this word. Talib ilm is from this word. Alim is from that word. Okay? So when we make bigger words in Arabic language, they are not made randomly. but there is a meaning behind that. Okay? For example, here is another. Kaf, Zal, Ba, and Kaf, Zal, Ba. If I put a shadda on there, Kadaba and Kazzaba. Both words come in the Quran a lot. Kazzaba means to lie. Someone who is lying is Kazzaba. But if someone is denying something, that's Kazzaba. Kazzaba, someone is lying. He's not telling the truth. But what is Kazzaba? Kazzaba means someone is saying something to you and saying, no, you're wrong. You're denying it. Okay? So in Arabic, that's how the words progress. So here, this is like Swad, Lam, and Waw. This means to greet. To greet someone, say As-salam or something, right? But Sallahu with this Shadda here means to pray. Now to pray means another person has to be involved in that. And who are you praying to? Some deity, some God, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Salli means to pray. Okay? And the word Salli is a command. It means pray. Command is order. Command is in order. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to Prophet ﷺ, so pray. Fa means then or so. Okay? So fa means so. Okay? So make prayer. So pray. Go and worship. Because Allah has given you a good news of paradise and a river in the paradise. So now you should go and perform the prayer. Fasalli, so you pray. Okay? Okay, so now going back with these three letters, Ra, Ba, Ba, this means to provide. Okay, and the noun from this is Rabbun. Rabbun means provider or Lord. There are many meanings of that. Rabbun is provider. Is Lord. Okay? And Ka means you. Okay? So one word is Rabbun. Rabbun means Lord. Ka means you one person. Okay? So if I put an off in between here, it becomes, in English, Lord of you, which is same thing as saying your Lord. Okay? So this will become your Lord. Okay? And when we combine two words like this in Arabic with an off, then this two dhammas change into one. So this becomes Rabboka. No, pronouns don't change. If it was a noun here, then you add a kasra instead of dhamma. But pronouns don't change. If it was Allahu, it will become Allahi. Okay? But here, ka doesn't change. So this becomes Rabboka. Okay, this changes into one dhamma. Rabboka means your Lord. Okay? Now, we will add a letter Lam before that. Lam can be translated as a two. Lam has meaning 4 and 2 depending. So here the meaning for li will be 2. Okay. Also, li we have seen is a harf jar. It changes dhamma, the next word, into a kasra. So this dhamma here will change into a kasra. We have done this, just recall. There are few letters harf jar. Li is one of them. When this harf jar li comes before a noun, it changes last dhamma into a kasra. The last dhamma here, rabbu, it will change into rabbi. Ka is separate. Next word is rabbu now. It will become rabbi now because of li. So the word became li rabbika, to your Lord. So worship to your Lord. To make prayers to your Lord. Okay? Fasalli, so pray. Li rabbika, to your Lord. Fasalli li rabbika, so make salat, pray, worship your Lord. Okay. Then the next letter is waw. Wa means and. Okay. So the next word is noon, ha and ra. Nahara. This means to sacrifice. To sacrifice. To slaughter. Nahara. Noon, ha and ra. Okay. Means to sacrifice. Now, if we have these three letters, fa, en, and lam, this means to do. And if I make it like that, if al means is a command, which means do. If al, this is in the table of the grammar sheet. How to make a command for 3 letters? 3 letters word only. You add an alif in the beginning and sound like if al. Sukoon on the last letter. If al. If al is a command, do. Fa'ala means to do. If al means ordering you to do something, right? So if I want to make an order, a command on these 3 letters, I just put an alif with a kasra in the beginning, okay, and this will become in her. Same harakas. If al, in her. Same harakas as here. In her is a command. It means sacrifice. Slaughter something. Killing an animal. Okay? That's just sacrificing. In her is the word. Okay? When you put a waw in the beginning, then you do not pronounce the alif. You pronounce one har. That's the word in the Quran. One har. This is it. Yeah. So when you do not pronounce this alif, you put a little swad on it, which means hamzatul wasal. Do not pronounce this alif. Okay. So when you do not pronounce the alif, this reading becomes one har. Okay. Actually, the word is in her. The actual word is in her. In her means ordering someone to sacrifice, to slaughter an animal. Okay? But wow will make this alif silent. So the sound will be one har. Okay? One har means go and do some sacrifice. So pray and sacrifice. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Prophet ﷺ to do two things. Worship him, pray, make salat, and also do some sacrifice. Fasalli lirabbika, to your Lord, and sacrifice. Okay? So now let's look at the third ayat. Okay? Third ayat has a background, so let me give you a little background before I translate this into the words. Prophet ﷺ had, in the early days in Makkah, two sons who died in the young age. He was Qasim and Abdullah. Okay? So when his sons died, only the daughters were left. Okay? So the enemies of Islam, especially Abu Lahab, they started saying that this man's progeny is cut off. His name is cut off. Because name goes by the sons, not by the daughters. So this man doesn't have any more sons. So once he is gone, his name will be gone forever. His progeny, no name, nothing, he will be there. So this guy is cut off from the rest of the world now. So they were torturing Prophet ﷺ by saying that, instead of being sympathetic that he lost his son, they started saying, this man now is gone. Because he has no sons, no name will be left after him, he's cut off. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this ayat as an answer to those people. Okay? Inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Okay? So now let's look at these words. The first word is inna. Inna means surely. We just look at that. Okay? The next word is sheen, noon, and hamza. Next word starts with these three letters, and this means to be enemy, to have some animosity or to be enemy to someone, to oppose someone, to become enemy of someone is sheen, noon, and hamza. Those are the root letters. Okay. Now, we also learned that if we have these three letters, fa'ala, which means to do, okay, and if I put an alif between the first and the second letters, if I put an alif between the first and the second letter, the word becomes fa'ilun. Okay, we have been learning this. Fa'ilun means doer. It is like putting an ER at the end. Okay, so that's how we make the doer. We take the three letters and put alif in between the first and the second. And the sound is fa'ilun, like sajidun, abidun, hamidun. Those are the doers. Okay, so that's how we make the person who is doing that action by putting an alif. It's called fa'il or fa'ilun. So if I do the same thing here, sheen, if I just put an alif here, and keep everything else same. Sheen with a fatah, just like if fa has a fatah. Then noon or ayn with a kasra, and last letter has two dhammas. So this becomes shani'un. Shaniun is the doer of this action. So what is he? Enemy. Shaniun is the doer of animosity. So he's actually enemy. So the word is Shaniun. It means enemy. Shani-un is the word. Okay? Enemy. Okay?
So, quick.
Okay. Ka means you. Okay? And if you combine these by putting an off in between, this will become Sha-ni-o-ka. When you put this, one dhamma goes, it becomes Sha-ni-o. Okay? Ka. This means your enemy. Shani-o-ka is your enemy. Okay? And we have the word inna before that. Inna means surely your enemy. Surely your enemy. And we just learned that inna changes dhamma to fatha. Inna laha. Okay. So this will become shani aka. So your enemy. Surely your enemy. Okay, so the enemy of the Prophet ﷺ. Okay. He means Hoba. So it is your enemy who is, or he is. Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Prophet that it is your enemy. Those people are showing the animosity, Abu Lahab and others who are calling that this man is cut off now. Something is going to happen to them. Okay? And what is that? The root letters are Ba, Ta and Ra. Ba, Ta, Ra means to cut off. Ba, Ta, Ra, the one who is cut off, or to cut off something, to chop off something. Okay? And Abu Tarun, Tarun is one who is cut off. Abtar is a person or Abtarun who has been cut off, who has been removed, separated. Okay? And you put al before that, means the. Okay? Al-Abtaru. So Allah is saying that it is actually your enemy who is the cut off, not you. They are saying that you are cut off, your name is gone. It is actually they are the ones who will be cut off from all the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So they are the ones who are going to be destroyed. They are the ones who are going to be ruined. So this is cut off. So your enemy will be cut off. Okay? So inshallah we'll stop at this.
Your enemy will reference to Abu Jahl, I think, right?